The Electro Voice RE20 is one of the most popular broadcast microphones right next to the Shure SM7B. I'm going to be evaluating if this microphone is worth the $150 price tag that you should expect it. And because at that price, it better be absolutely amazing, right? Well, let's go ahead and dive in. For more great content just like this, just make sure to subscribe and then turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any uploads. Also, leave a like and a comment down below with all of your thoughts on this video. And while you're at it, I always leave affiliate links down below in the description as well. But make sure that you check out Lukrembo so you can find the best deals on all of that tech that you're shopping for. It's a simple browser extension that helps you make the best purchasing decision. And lastly, don't forget to check out my merch store if you're into some monochrome clothing like everything I'm wearing right here. So with that said, links to everything down below. And the exterior design consists of metal for the entirety of the build. This is a pretty large microphone and certainly more on the heavy side, but it is built incredibly well and it feels like a very premium product. It feels like exactly what you paid for. My one gripe with it, and I know it doesn't matter that much, is that it looks very dated. And it's technically because it is a very old microphone since it was manufactured all the way back in the 50s. But this is obviously a much more recent unit, and a lot of you will hate me for saying it, but it just looks kind of dirty with this color, if I'm completely honest. And now this is a cardioid dynamic microphone with a frequency response of 45 Hz to 18 kHz, which is actually narrower than some other dynamic microphones, but that's okay. And it's also got an impedance of about 150 ohms, and that's pretty much it for the specs. And so far, I've been recording this review with this microphone at its flat setting, without any kind of enhancements beyond just raising the gain in post. And I have to say that this microphone sounds incredibly clean, and I mean, it sounds very natural, and I feel like it complements my voice in particular, as it is just very well tuned for it, and since there is just a little more low end on this one by nature. And honestly, I wouldn't even bother EQing this microphone, for myself at least, because it already has such an ideal sound already. I will still do an EQ test with it though, just to see if I can make it sound even better than this, but for now, this is what this microphone sounds like with a super loud AC in my room, so here we go. And as you can see, it does an amazing job at rejecting it, as it sounds more like a whisper when you hear it back, and mind you, this is a very, very loud air conditioner. With the high pass filter turned on, it makes my voice sound incredibly tinny since it cuts out a lot of the low end, and that's what my voice is mostly comprised of, really. So it doesn't work so well for me, but this is what it sounds like on my voice nonetheless. And after doing a little bit of EQing, I found that raising the highs and lowering the mids just a little bit while also increasing the lows just a little bit with no compression at all, since I really love the clarity of this microphone already. I find it to sound already pretty good when it comes to my voice, but I already really like how it sounds in its natural configuration. So I'm actually going to do the rest of this review with that configuration instead so that you guys can get a more accurate representation of what it sounds like by itself. So normally this is when I would talk about my complaints and the things that bother me about this microphone. But as I'm not a musician or a singer by any means, I can only really test this for spoken word applications, and I have zero complaints when it comes to this microphone in this regard. Seriously, I would even call it a great value, even at this price. So if $450 means that you can pretty much be rest assured that this microphone will work great for you, then I'm willing to spend that amount of cash. Either way, it won't work with everyone's voice. And one thing that this mic doesn't do too well necessarily is that it's not quite as customizable as I would like it to be. But again, I think it already sounds ideal out of the box, and it delivers on very clean sound, and it just works very well with my voice at least. And if you're willing to spend that amount of money on this microphone, then there is no question. This is a definite recommendation. However, if this is way outside of your budget, then I completely understand, and I've actually got an entire playlist filled with more microphone reviews of more affordable price tags. So please make sure to go ahead and check those out if you would like to compare some of those as well, as honestly there are a lot of other options out there and you don't necessarily have to spend this much money on a good microphone. So I do encourage you to give that a go. However, this is, again, a very easy recommendation for the money. And now, if you are interested in purchasing this microphone, then I'll be making sure to leave affiliate links down to Amazon in the description. And if you end up using any of my links and make a purchase, I get a small commission that does help me run things just a little bit more smoothly around here. So if you were to use those, I would appreciate that quite a bit. And also, do not forget to follow me on Twitch, as I do like to stream every Friday and Saturday, and usually every time I do a review on a microphone. However, I do have to return this microphone soon, so there will not be a stream with the RE20. But with that said, you can still follow me on Instagram and Twitter to stay up to date with other things as well. But with that said, hopefully you enjoyed this review and hopefully it was informative. This has been Francisco from Tech Summit. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be seeing you all later. Enjoy.